It's Yasmin.
And Diamond.
And Jasmine. And this is
Why Did We Go to Law School?
I couldn't even contain it.
Listen, it's just a little cute jingle that makes us giggle every time.
And we have to do it every time. We can't do it pre-recorded because you have to hear the refreshed giggles every time.
You have to know that it's real and that it's true, and we're really here with you.
Yeah, for those who don't know, we actually live record that every single time.
Yeah.
Can't you tell by the different giggles?
The happiness, varies. It depends on what season it is of law.
Yeah, well, you know what? Every time I walk in here and see you guys, though, it doesn't matter what was going on. It makes me happy. So these are always happy recordings.
Me too.
Yes, because the day is always a day.
A day. And today that anxiety said, hey, bitch.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm. It's that meme with, what's her name? The girl who played the guitar on Nickelodeon. Please, come on, guys. Addison something.
Addison.
No.
Who's on Pretty Woman? Her niece?
I don't know.
Emma Roberts?
Emma Roberts.
Yes,
and she goes, you thought you got rid of me?
Thought you seen the last of me.
And that was from American Horror Story, right?
Yes.
That's the meme.
That was my anxiety this morning, and that is a full circle. That's a full circle joke for you.
That girl came into my office today frazzled.
I said,
But, she explained the situation, and I'm like, Jasmine, you know damn well. Why? You should not be stressed about this right now.
I just, you know what? Sometimes you're things are so chill for so long, or even when you should be anxious, your body is just like, no. But today, that didn't happen. I woke up and everything was chill. I won't see. I was going to tell them what I told you about this morning, but I won't.
I was going to bring it up.
Okay, well.
So before we begin the topic for today, we're going to talk about Jasmine's interaction with a boy.
We call
with
him
a man.
Cute Italian boy, because I don't know this man's name. Okay, I've been in this apartment for 3 years, and this man has also been there as long as I've been there. I'm like a child right now. Anyway, so he likes to have his little Italian cigarette out back where everyone parks, and
Italian
he literally got that from QT.
I pull up, and sometimes he's there, and he's cute or whatever. I can't even explain this. Long story short, this morning, I walk out the house, I look cute, I see him sitting on the stoop. He's so tan. He just got a buzz cut, his little gold chain I can see from the back. I said, oh. And I was like, thank God I look nice today, because sometimes I run into him and I do not look good. So I step outside, and he's like, oh, hi, how are you? What are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm just running late to work.
Does he have an accent?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's how we know he's Italian.
Even if he didn't, you can tell. But the accent solidifies, and the nonstop smoking.
Wow. And the chain smoking gives it away.
And then he was like, well, you look nice. And then I looked at that man and I giggled. And I said, you do too. And then I ran to my car and I slammed the door. And as soon as the door closed, I screamed. I was like, ah! And then I was like, oh my God, he can definitely fucking hear me.
Yeah, he was literally 5 feet away from her car as she did the screaming.
But the benefit to being in law is that you looked so put together.
I did look put together.
But we're not going to act like this girl comes put together every day for work.
He literally sees me in all states of disarray. I just came back from the lake, and I did not look good. And I pull up, and he's out there smoking a cigarette, tan and hot. And he was like, oh, what's up? And I was trying to explain why I look like shit. I was like, we just came from the lake. And then he's like, what lake? And then I told him, and he was like, oh, the lake is nice. And he kept trying to talk to me. And I was like, I can't look at this man. So I was just like, okay, have a good day. And I escaped.
Aww.
Anyway,
next episode, we will be in Italy. Having an Italian wedding. Yeah. How do they say it in the Midwest?
Italian.
That's what I was trying to say.
Italian.
Do they say Italy or Italy?
They say Italy.
But they say Italian.
Okay, so I just took something that they say wrong and okay, so no one says that.
No.
All right. Sorry, I was trying to be Midwestern as possible.
Next time you hear from me, I will know this man's name. He told me once. I forgot. I just remember every time he tells me I look nice.
You know what his name probably is?
Maximo.
Sing to me, Paolo.
Oh my God. You got me snorting.
Just call him Paolo.
You're so giddy about this man. You're like laughing at the joke, but I think you're actually laughing at the fact that you're like scared of this man. Don't know how to talk to
I
him.
am, because I'm like, what if I make eye contact, and then by looking into my eyes, he's like, she's actually not pretty.
Jasmine,
First of all, he
that's not
sees me.
possible.
Girl,
That's not possible.
the way that you
That's not
you know
possible.
what? I'm gonna be the blunt
Why
friend.
is that your
I'm-
fear?
But I'm gonna be the blunt friend right now and say the way that you looked coming back
I know. I look
coming
like
back
shit.
from the lake, and you're like, what if he gets a good look at me when I look good and he thinks I'm not pretty?
Right,
Girl.
and he kept trying to talk to you, right? In that
Yes,
status.
yes.
I wasn't there, but
I looked like hell.
And that
What I
disheveled-
had going for me was that I was real tan. Even
Yeah.
my mom was like, "What do you do to your skin?" I said, "I'm just dark right now."
Her skin looked nice, but it was
I
the
looked
no
so bad.
wig with the bandana.
the big ass sweatshirt that is stained. Like no matter how many times I clean it, it's just stained.
you always keep it anyway.
I keep it.
Yeah.
I love it.
You are glowing.
But
You look great.
Yeah, you were glowing. It was the face. It was the face.
Face.
Maybe not everything else, but
No,
it was
nothing else.
Jasmine's face card never declines. Look at
And
that.
you know what? I had shorts on, and I do have good legs.
You have
I will
Yeah.
say that.
amazing legs.
Yeah.
Model
Okay.
career
Paolo.
incoming.
So,
That's a period on him. We love
not
him.
to be confused with the dating podcast.
We're human beings.
we are.
There.
Right.
We give a little update in our lives at the beginning of every show. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Yay.
But now on to law.
law.
Today, law school.
Yes. Taking us back.
We're going all the way back to the trials, tribulations, and the trauma.
Oh, that was a good
Trauma.
alliteration.
You like that?
Okay, your turn.
Yeah.
That was 2 traumas.
Trauma.
Yeah, no one else could have hit it that high.
Are you traumatized yet? Imagine this.
Are you traumatized yet?
The halls are dark. The halls are okay. The
Wait, when
walls.
the electricity was out?
no,
Oh, this place was.
I thought you
no.
meant, because I'm pretty sure we were there when the electricity
I
went
just
out.
mean
I was not.
the walls are all made out of fucking brick.
Yeah,
It feels like you're in a basement because the ceilings are low.
yeah.
The energy.
Well, you are. It's the basement floor. They call it basement floor.
It's so
Oh, yeah.
oppressive. The energy is bad. You walk in and you're automatically like, oh
The energy, yeah, the energy is truly dark in there.
yes.
Dark.
And okay, but we love UMKC.
I love
you brought us
UMKC.
our favorite people
Yeah.
in the world.
Great
But,
institution.
Yeah, the
That
building,
building?
itself.
when was it built? Do we
The
Depression.
know?
70s, and you can feel it.
They just- but apparently they've had like big donors and they're like switching it
I
up.
don't know
are they
where that
donating?
money's going.
They've been renovating. Have you guys not been since?
No.
It looks different.
Literally,
I
no.
go look.
I can't walk me that quick.
Okay, well don't go look then.
Anyway,
I'll take pictures for you.
Please do.
Because sometimes I go back there.
Yeah,
once in a
I would
while.
like to see that.
I do go back to
Not for
judge
fun.
mock trial stuff.
Yes,
And
it's more
last
like-
time I was back, well, at least where the courtrooms are,
Uh-huh.
it's still not updated.
I will say that they did renovate some rooms while I was still there.
Yes. Oh, while you were still there, because it was
Yeah.
a year after.
And those
Yeah.
classrooms, 4 and 5, got redone at the end of the hall.
That's what I'm talking
Not the
about.
classroom number.
I remember.
How could you forget?
How could
I
you
forgot.
forget?
I'm like starting to forget what they used to look like. Did they slope down?
Yeah, they did. They were just,
Oh, yeah.
they were just old.
How did they
Yeah.
unslope them?
That's a good question. This is not a construction podcast. I can't even begin to like make a joke about how they would do that.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's.
But anywho, I can't even remember now either.
wanted-
Like I was
we were-
trying to remember, but I'm like,
You
no.
wanted to take it back to the times of the dark hallways. We started talking
The
about dark
trials, the
hallways. Next day we started
tribulations,
talking
the
about
trauma.
the literal
Yeah.
physical appearance, and now
Yeah.
we need to take it back to
the actual
what occurred in those
experience.
walls.
Yeah.
In the haunted house,
Holy
which
hell.
was actually across the street, as we know.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a haunted house across the street.
If you guys can't tell, today's topic is the horror stories of law school.
Should I add like scary music, like ooh?
Yeah.
I'm
Add it
telling
right
you.
now.
Guys, you know what we should?
Stop.
Let's do it, and I
Stop.
will. But let's revisit this in Halloween and do it again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even more
It'll
horror
be part
stories.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just share one for now and then save the other one. Because these two horror stories will always be ingrained.
Oh God.
They'll never leave this brain. And probably a lot of other people that experience it with me as we're all laughing at Diamond.
Wait, it happened to you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
God.
yeah. Actually, I'm going to explain the one.
Tell your facts, Queen. Tell us your truths.
Okay, so 1L a year. Professor, should we say names?
No.
Okay, we're not going to say
I wasn't
names.
going to.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I've got a good one.
A certain professor This was my last law school final of 1L year. And I was like, I feel okay about the rest of the finals that I've done. And if you feel okay, that's as good as
Was
excellent.
it COVID?
No.
Too well. My 12 year was COVID.
It was 2019 fall.
It had to be COVID.
No, fall.
No.
Oh, fall. Spring.
So spring
Okay,
was
I
COVID.
thought you were saying it was your last one ever. Okay.
That's what I thought, too.
No, so it was my last
Of that
fall.
semester.
of that semester.
Okay,
Sorry.
now I'm on the same page.
So, we're all like, oh my gosh, this is our last one. They were about to be on break. We're so excited. We get in there, we sit down. That paper gets slapped down in front of us.
Oh my gosh, I know that.
I was like, what the hell am I reading right now? It might as well have been like alien language. I was like, what is going on? So then I'm looking around at everybody else. Nobody else was looking at me. And I'm
No
like,
way.
I need somebody to make some eye contact with me right now so I know I'm not fucking crazy.
Wait, no one else looked up?
No one else looked up.
That's insane. They're probably panicking.
People were probably, yeah.
No, because I've heard of this story. I know exactly what happened because it was the news.
Did you
of
hear
the
it from somebody else?
Yeah,
we all-
Kate was in your class.
Were they
everyone
looking
heard.
around? with
I
somebody
never
else?
asked.
No, yeah.
Honestly, maybe I was just looking up front because I was probably in the third row.
Oh, if
And
you
there's
turned
like,
around, yeah.
like 10 other rows behind
Yeah.
us or something?
Oh, Sarah was in that class.
Sarah Scott.
Yes,
Yes,
because
yeah.
remember she took the class
Yeah.
later?
Yes.
So someone from our class was in that class.
Yeah.
We should
Yes.
tell them what was happening, though, because people are like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking around, nobody's looking at me, and I'm like, God damn it, I messed this up. So in my head, I'm like, I don't know what's on this paper right now because I didn't study hard enough. Then I'm like, no, how is that possible? I'm going through so many different things in my head, and like 15 minutes has already passed. And you know that 15 minutes is like crucial because
It's
you're
a
like,
time to test.
it's
Wait,
a time
so you had
test.
done nothing in that 15 minutes?
I
You were
had done
frozen.
like a couple things that there were some things on the page that I did know, but the rest of the test and like the essays were stuff I didn't
Just
know.
completely unfamiliar concepts.
Yeah.
Unfamiliar
Do you remember
concepts
what
did
they
not.
were?
It was parole evidence rule and
shit.
stuff.
And you hadn't learned that yet?
Yeah, so I'll get there. I'll get there.
Okay,
yeah.
because we don't have we have 2 semesters. Some schools only have 1 semester.
Okay, so it's you learn things in the first semester. We were supposed to take a test on the first semester subjects that we learned throughout the semester. Okay, and so I was like, okay, well, I just got to start typing something. I got to start writing something. Otherwise, I'm about to just fail this completely. So then I see one of my friends, Summer. She's like a genius.
Wait, Summer was in that class.
And this bitch, I wanted to kill her in those tests because this bitch was like typing away. And
She was
I'm like,
probably just making shit up.
she was. That's the thing. At the
Yeah.
time, I didn't know that. But
She's
she
such a
was like-
go-getter. She's
She's
like,
such a.
I'm on it.
Yeah, she's like, okay, well, I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna try to make something work. So we finally get out of the test, and I'm like, it's like you just come out of war. Like my eyes, I can't even see.
Even when
like
it goes well, it's like you came out of work.
and you know
It
that
really
you
is
know that like
horrible.
ringing sign.
yes.
I was
It's
about
like,
to say.
or
Yes.
like
What just happened?
Literally, speaking of war, like literally, a
Like
bomb
you got
went off.
bombed. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, just disoriented.
So after an hour and 30 minutes of like 3 hours of panicking and not figuring out what to do,
'Cause that's
we
how
get out
long
of that
tests are.
test. Yeah. And everybody is like, what the fuck just happened? And I'm like, oh, now you guys want to speak up. Like I
Yeah.
was speaking up with my eyes in there, but
Where were
nobody
you?
else
What a
wanted to.
mind fuck.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So what
Yeah.
happened was
So what happened was we didn't realize it until probably like a little bit into our winter break that we got the wrong test. We
my
got second
God.
semester's test, and second semester was topics that we hadn't covered yet.
because you had only been in first semester.
Yes.
Right. So I know at some schools they just have contracts 1 semester, or they just have con law
Yeah.
once. Like we had con law one
One
semester.
semester.
Yeah,
But at our school they split it into 2, which honestly I think is
You
better.
need.
it is for
But-
sure.
For me too, I think parole evidence rule was also my second semester.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
as
sure.
always.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's crazy.
But like
to
you're
think
one
about.
L, you don't know what you're doing,
No, you
and this
don't
is your
know.
first final season. Like, and so I'm at home for winter break. Like, I failed. I'm
Yeah.
not going back to law school. I failed. Like,
Flunked
there's
out.
no
That's
way.
so scary.
And you're
Yeah.
just waiting for your grades to drop.
Yeah, and they don't drop until, or at least at
Like a
UMKC,
month.
they don't drop.
like a month.
They don't drop until you get back sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, the professors have a deadline, but what is the school going to do if they don't meet that deadline? So they just like, you get them when you get them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Did the professor apologize? Did he give you a new test? Did any of that happen?
Do I really? I don't know if I can say what happened second semester, but did he apologize? No.
I think I understand.
We got back like the first day and we were kind of like waiting for something in class, and it was like let's just go on.
Did everyone
he's
get
like an
normal
older
grades?
man, like
Yeah.
he's kind of just like
That's whatever.
Did everyone get normal grades?
So that curve was curved.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I
because
was
we
wondering.
all did not.
Yeah.
It wasn't great for anybody, I don't think.
Were you allowed to bring in any books with you?
We had, yeah.
You can bring your restatement in that class, I think. And
the
you can like mark up
UCC.
your restatement. Yeah, your UCC.
Well, there's the parole evidence rule. Did anyone actually? Do you remember?
Summer looked in the book for the parole evidence.
I would do that
rule and
too.
all
Yeah,
that.
it's just hard to know how to apply it.
Right.
And
It's-
like, where is it? Because
Right.
then you're like spending time like, there's an index, but like there's so many parts to it, and it's like, what part of this applies? I have no idea because I didn't know this rule.
I asked because in my contracts class we were allowed to take in horn books. I think is what they're called. And
That's
someone-
nice.
Yes,
That is nice,
And
but the
someone,
rules are there?
right?
Yeah, the
Like, someone
application,
gave it to
examples?
me. Like my friend Dylan.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Dylan. He gave me his from his 1L year because he was 2 grades above me. Mm-hmm. And I used it on my final, and it really helped me actually in the final. I'm like reading whatever. What's that contract rule where it's like, oh, this is torts.
Oh,
Wrong class.
but
Wrong
still,
class.
Still,
a
yeah.
horn book is nice to have. I was never allowed to use a horn book in a final.
Yeah.
I don't
it was,
think I was ever allowed to use
It
a
was
horn
just
book.
one professor that allowed us to use those.
That's super nice.
Yeah, and it was helpful because it helped me like conceptualize something I actually didn't fully understand until
Yeah.
the final. Seriously,
Yeah.
it was that rule. You know how Benjamin Cardozo wrote that opinion in the Powell's graph? Is that what it's called?
Baby, I don't know.
Paul's
The
graph.
train
Is that
case.
the train
Oh,
with the
fuck
fireworks?
With the
or something?
fireworks?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I think Benjamin Cardozo either wrote the descent. I don't remember.
Girl.
Someone wrote something about how like the water, you like skip a stone in water,
Mm-hmm.
and when the water continues to ripple, at what point is actual versus proximate cause? Do you remember this?
Intervening, succeeding.
Right.
Causation.
Period.
I literally, I have a case right now where I'm like, intervening, succeeding causes. Anyway.
So something from law school actually came up in practice?
yes.
Amazing.
Every
Wow.
once in a blue moon.
When you're doing torts and contracts, that shit does actually come up.
It does. Yeah, you're right, because I did use a lot of my torts knowledge in practice.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, so that was my story.
horrible.
Who's going?
That was a horror
trauma. I was
Okay.
thought I was getting punked in that classroom.
Mine?
Please
do you want to
yours,
go?
'cause
Okay.
I don't know what mine is yet. I have so many.
Okay. Well, maybe this will trigger one for you. And I know you were there, Jasmine, so I
Okay.
wonder if you remember this. Okay. 1L civil procedure.
Oh, fuck.
One of my favorite teachers of all time, and I'm not going to say
Great person.
his name. He's a wonderful man. Him and his father did civil rights work
Yeah,
back in
wonderful
the
family.
Yeah, seriously, great lawyers, very inspirational. I have another story about him, but I'm not going to tell it today. I basically changed the phone policy because I refused to give him my phone, so that's another
I
story.
remember that.
Yeah, people probably thought I was such an asshole, but I was like, I paid for this phone with my own money.
You can't take this, sir.
No. Anyway, love him. So we're probably halfway through the semester. I always sat in the front row, and as Jasmine knows, this man loved to call on me. But this
Ooh,
story isn't actually about me. I'm mentioning that because I almost every single class I
Got called on.
or answered questions. So this is a class where you could like raise your own hand, but he would also cold call often. So he's going down the list. Oh my God, I'm cringing. I don't know if this was the first of the day. I feel like it was. So there was no wiggle room to the end of class was not near, okay? This was like, you are stuck on this cold call. So he cold calls someone, I won't name them either, and like says the case, whatever. And, there's a little bit of a pause. That's normal. Someone's getting ready to answer some questions. Because what you do, for those who don't know, who haven't been to law school, the professor will call on you and you need to recite the facts of the case, okay? Which basically means you tell the story of what happened, but you just talk about the important facts that are relevant to the legal concept that's part of the case and what's subject for the class. Okay, so that person was called on, blah, blah, blah. Can you recite the facts of the case? And this pause happens, and we're waiting, and that, again, normal. But then some time goes by. I want to say like 10, 15 seconds, and I'm like,
Oh my God. this
you
is coming back
remember,
to me.
you remember. Okay,
was
so it was so
terrible.
bad. It was so terrible.
You were in
Ever-
this class too?
Yes.
It was
We
so
were-
terrible.
oh.
Okay, so then it's silent.
Oh my God.
So you're like,
Oh my
God.
God.
Yeah. It was.
So-
it's ingrained in my head.
So 15 seconds
Yeah,
felt
about
like
15.
a minute.
It felt
Yeah.
like a minute at this point. And then, so, people start looking back, like, are they here? Oh, they're here.
They're here.
And then what you hear next is like, Like, I can't make
Trying
the
to,
sound.
like, get, like,
the
look in the book.
pages. Like, just imagine
Aw.
pages like
slapping together.
Yeah, slapping
and
together.
imagine the panic of trying to find the goddamn case
Yeah.
and read it
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, so not only is this person there, they're panic flipping the pages. That's all you can hear. It's like you
Oh
could drop
my
a pin in that room.
gosh.
All you could hear was the pages.
And
Just
it's
imagine.
a humongous class.
Yes.
But I'm
a
sorry, did the
humongous class.
professor not just
Oh,
stop them
honey.
right there?
No, just wait.
No.
Just
Oh,
wait.
gosh.
So no, this was seriously
the
one of the
trauma.
most like
Awful.
movie moments of
Awful.
law school ever.
Oh.
So then I look back. Okay, I see my friend panicking. I look back at the professor. Professor is like this. You guys can't see me. Staring with his little glasses. Like, I can't describe his face. Just like
Like he caught something. Like he caught.
He was,
a
like, proud
fucking
of himself?
fly.
no,
Just,
it
like,
was
waiting.
yeah, just like wait. It was
Just
a kind
like,
of
what
look
are you
like-
gonna do?
Right. It was like a judge. I don't know how to describe it, but he was like maybe a little disappointed, but more like, let's get this going. But he looks like just like straight face, like
He was like,
staring.
I'll wait as
staring.
long
Yeah.
as I
Yes,
have
that's
to.
the face.
Oh
It was
my
the I'll wait as long as I
Like
have
there's
to.
no getting out of this.
Yes.
I know now that you aren't prepared, so
I'm gonna
let's
make you
just
feel
wait
bad
to
about
see
it.
how you
Holy
do
hell.
it.
Because you know
Hell.
why? He was making an example out of a student
Yeah.
so that we all knew that's what would happen if you didn't read. So
I know. I
the
don't-
professor is staring. And like we're all like,
I remember
oh
how my stomach
God.
felt that
Yeah,
day.
no, so do
It was
I.
so bad.
Okay, so then
I was literally we couldn't have our phones, but you had your laptops.
Yeah.
And if you have a Mac, you can
Yeah.
text.
Yeah.
So I'm like texting people.
that's not how much, but that just goes to show you how much time is going by.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because like I had time to do shit like that too. We were all like kind of at some point chattering. We're like, what's
Yeah.
going on? But then it was like, okay, then it gets worse. So maybe
Oh
like
my
30,
gosh.
40 seconds goes by. I want to say like almost a minute. It felt so
My
long.
hands are like sweating.
Literally. And then as people start raising their hands to try to help.
Yeah.
And
I remember people doing that.
Yeah.
Like you're hopping in and
I think
somebody
I
was
raised
like,
my hand at some point. You know, there's a certain point where you're like,
This
it's
is-
not
you feel
offensive
bad.
anymore. You want to help your
Yeah.
client.
Yes.
You're not your client, your classmate. So I raised my hand, I think. And lots of people were
Yeah.
raising their hands who had read it. He would not call on
wouldn't call
us.
anyway.
He would not call on
And
us.
this person could see people raising their hands.
Yes.
Because it's a tiered classroom.
oh
Yeah.
my gosh, and I bet he was like,
No,
like looking around.
I
like,
truly don't remember exactly how it ended, but I
don't
think
either.
the student was like,
I don't remember how it
I don't
ended.
even think they said anything. They were so embarrassed, I think. And like,
Oh my
no, like
gosh.
who wouldn't be? And that's, I mean, they shouldn't be embarrassed, but it would feel that way,
It
right?
would feel that way.
And then
it's your one L
eventually-
year too.
Ugh.
Right.
I
Eventually,
feel
though,
so bad for this.
after
I don't know
about-
who this is, but I
yeah,
feel
I'll
so
tell you
bad.
after. I'll tell you after.
Yeah.
So then after about 2 minutes, I want to say, like, he just, like, without saying anything, just calls on someone else. I think
was
that's what happened, right?
Humiliating. I think that's what happened.
I don't remember.
That had to have happened because that's the only time it happened in that classroom.
Yes.
There's another time that happened and it played out different, and I don't think you were in that class, but I think that's how that ended. It was more humiliating than making the student try to recite.
Yeah.
Just like you're standing there and like I'm not going to do anything. And this is a student who liked to do well.
Yes.
Like a lot of people in law school do like to do
Oh.
well, but other people have a personality where it's like, you know what, I'm caught, and you just have to say like I'm
Right.
caught.
Right. I've done that.
I
That's the
never got
thing.
cold called, but I always was like, if I never all 3 years of law school got cold called.
That's
Jasmine,
insane.
what?
insane.
You know
Coverage
how
from
many
the Lord.
times I got
I
cold
know.
called?
That's
Oh my god!
honestly, Yasmin, I could see you getting cold called because you look eager. Like I could imagine you looking eager to a professor.
I think though, I
That's amazing.
very
Jasmine.
early on though, I was like, hey yo, what's not gonna happen is I'm not gonna get cold called. So I would like try to interact in class so much that they did not want to cold call me that it was like, fine, she's reading.
I've done that before. Some
I've done
teachers
that,
are- Some
yeah.
professors were like that.
yeah,
Some were
some
not.
don't care.
You
Some
know
don't
that?
care.
Did you? Well, I guess I'm not gonna say the professor, but for towards class, one of the professors, she has like the sticks.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
have that.
and-
I didn't have her.
For 2 semesters I had her, she never pulled my stick.
That's insane.
Yeah.
The odds
Some people
of
got
that
away
are
with
wild.
that.
Yeah.
I think Genesis never got called on in property class or something. Someone told me that. I think it was
Probably
her.
because we had the same property class, and I believe that because I didn't get
Because
cold
I think
called
she
on
was
there
like
either.
telling me she was really prepared. Maybe it was you actually that said this. Like you were prepared and then you never got called. Maybe it was you, not Genesis. And I'm
Yeah,
confusing
maybe
stories.
because property. That's my other horror story, but I'm not saying it for today. But yeah,
That's
I
my
feel
story,
so
that's it.
bad for that guy. Was it a guy or a girl?
It was a guy. He's okay.
For that guy, but the thing is, like, I told myself, I think the same thing as you, like, if I didn't read, I am gonna say I did not read, and I am so sorry, because
it's more humiliating to like stand, and then if you find it, now you're making up facts, which is what
what
happened.
are you reading word for word?
In my torts class, this is not my horror story, but same thing, first year, someone that was always acted very confident, like they had it all together, gets called on, and just starts making up facts of the case. It was so terrible. I remember.
Wait.
I know who it is.
I was just telling them who it was. So, like, they started making up facts of the case, and it was so awkward. Like, you could feel the air leave the room because it was such it was a fast case to read. So I think everyone else had read it, and the facts were wrong. I mean, they were just fucking off. Like, there was no, like, oh, I misunderstood that. Like, they just were just making shit up.
Not to talk crap, because I'm not. But is this not the same individual who only took their finals with handwriting? Like, only handwritten?
Oh, yeah.
I heard about that. Is that true?
I could never.
Yeah, and there was
so.
not, like, a legitimate reason. It was just kind of a, like...
But he did really well.
Yeah.
Even though he handwrote all his files. Yeah. Honestly, kudos to him. That's crazy. I would never. That's not a crazy thing to do. I think that's just amazing.
What's my horror story? Law school was actually genuinely traumatizing, and I don't want to talk about the racist men that were there. I literally dropped a class. I was in an immigration class I was so excited to take, and I turned around and they were both there, and one of them
I know
one
who
of
they
them
are.
said that, like, the professor's like, why is everyone taking immigration? People were giving normal answers, and one of them said, I interned for ICE, and I don't think they were deporting enough people.
Oh, no, they didn't.
And
you didn't have these people in the process.
No, I know exactly who you guys are talking about.
I literally am not even flinching.
And I had just been in con law with them where they were, like, being terribly racist. I literally left that class and said, I'm not going to deal with this shit for another semester because I'm tired of blowing up at people in class.
Yeah.
I'm going to protect my peace. I'm not going to talk about that. My law school horror story is going to be about the man that I dated my first year of law school.
Oh my God, I remember this. I wasn't really that good at friends with you then.
No.
I never met him.
Good. There was no need to.
Wait, give him a suit. Is it called pseudonym?
A pseudonym?
Yeah, give him that.
Juan Carlos. And
that is my uncle's name.
Oh, no. Oh, no, he's not Juan Carlos anymore.
That's not.
Shout out to my uncle Juan Carlos.
Forget the pseudonym.
We will just call him Columbia because he always told me he was going to Colombia for coffee beans, and my friends were like, Jasmine, he sells cocaine, and I was like, no, he doesn't.
Jasmine.
I was like, there's no way.
That you were living your Lana Del Rey best life without knowing it.
I was, and it was traumatic.
That's probably what she's going through.
Of success, except he didn't have any fucking money.
All right, horror story.
Okay, Spotify Q Florida Kilos.
I love that song.
Me too. It's such a song.
I remember making him listen to that song with me once.
He was probably like, "This sounds familiar."
I liked him because he could roll a cigarillo while riding a bike at the same time, and I was like, that's fine.
We see how Jasmine was 1 year of law school.
Jasmine, I literally cannot fathom that you date someone like that. Can you fathom that you dated someone like that? I literally cannot.
Okay, but I will tell you why this ended, because at first I was like, oh, this is like romantic and sweet and stuff, and then it was halfway through my first semester of law school.
I'm sorry.
I'm like carefree or whatever, but I'm still an attorney. Like, there are personality traits, right?
Wait, wasn't he without a car?
Yes, I'm getting to that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's the horror story.
I was like, is this that guy?
So I'm studying for my fucking finals, or for my midterms, and then for my finals, I'm stressed. And I'm like, what if I don't? Like, what if I fail out of law school? And he's like, everything happens for a reason. It's fine. I'm like...
He's thinking you will help him with his trade.
This is red flag number one. I'm like looking around to no one in particular, like, is that fine?
He's like actively recruiting you.
So then he says he quits his job. I think he gets fired.
Which job?
The job that pays you a W-2. The job you can get fired.
Okay.
Not running down to Colombia.
It's important to know.
Yeah.
It is. So
Does one involve WhatsApp conversations?
He was consistently talking to people on WhatsApp.
Oh, I'm not
in the country.
I literally have no doubt.
I'm so stupid. I was like, he's selling coffee. I'm studying criminal law, and this man is probably committing crimes. Anyway, so gets fired.
Parallels.
And I'm like, hey, like, are you gonna look for another job? And he's like, I'm done working for the man. So that's red flag number 2. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
you're in your 30s.
The man? Who's
And
the
I'm
man?
like 25, and you're done working for the man? What's happening? And then his bitch ass, terrible, the car was terrible to begin with. His car stops working. So he's riding his bicycle everywhere,
Rolling cigarillos.
rolling cigarillos.
Nothing's wrong with
It's-
riding a bike everywhere.
It's
by
no
the
longer
way.
cute that he's
Oh.
rolling cigarillos on the bicycle.
Because that's his only mode of transportation.
Yes, and because I'm like in class stressed out. So
You're like, I wanted this to be a choice.
yeah. So I broke up with him because I'm like, I can't do this
course.
anymore. And then
Wait,
Queen
please
shit.
don't- you broke.
I broke up
That
with him.
is.
Yeah, but I'm not
That
done.
was the
I'm
moment
not
that
done.
you wanted to break up with him.
Yeah.
Because of the bike.
Well, I was like, this man is obviously a loser. Like he's no ambition. He,
Well, yeah.
he just
Yeah.
told me it'd be okay if I failed out of law school.
Okay.
Like there's
So
nothing
all
going
this
on
was
here.
happening in and around the time you
Yes.
lost.
What I heard was he was trying to gaslight you into thinking it was okay.
And it was
that
not.
You failed out of
And
law school.
I literally was like, that's not okay. So anyway, I break up with him, and then we are studying for the torts final. Something happens. Oh, what was that movie with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga?
Oh,
Star is Born.
A Star is Born comes out. He hits me up and he's like, do you want to see this movie? And I was like, I want to do something. I don't see it. Oh, sure. So I skipped class for the very first time in my life. And I lied to everyone. And I said, my mom needs me to pick her up from the airport. I can't be in class
Damn.
today.
Jasmine! Wait, what class?
Torts.
Oh, that's okay. You're fine.
And then, well, it was torts in the property. Like, I skipped the whole day.
Is
So,
this fall semester?
yeah, it was my first semester. So I go to see this man. We meet up. I drive us to the movie theater.
You take him on your date.
Yeah.
He said he just invited you because he wanted to get there.
Yeah, he just wanted to go to the movies.
So we see A Star is Born. If you
Who
know,
bought the tickets?
he did.
Okay,
He
good.
he was going to Columbia, so there was money.
Oh,
He
got it.
We see A Star is Born. If you've seen it, Bradley Cooper is like, Lady Gaga is so successful, and I'm an alcoholic. I'm holding her back, and so he kills himself. So we leave the movie, and
Spoiler alert!
we
I already knew that.
leave the movie, and he goes, "I'm afraid I'm gonna be the Bradley Cooper to your Lady Gaga," and I'm driving, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, I just got myself back into this. I skipped class for this man driving. So then
you were going through it all in that
He
car
did not-
drive
he did
home.
not
He literally
say
said that.
How
So-
long have you been together? I need to know that part.
since July.
That was,
So
like, that was kind
a
of
few
poetic
months.
though. That was kind of
No,
like
no, no.
self-aware.
He was
Saying I'm a
Wow.
fucking
That was
loser.
self-aware.
So then I go to Thanksgiving at his family's house. He still doesn't have a car, so I drive him to Thanksgiving at his family's house.
Did you break up with him already?
Yeah, but by now we're back together.
Oh,
So after the movie, after he said that in the car, you decided to get back
I
together.
couldn't figure out how to break up with him at
Okay,
this point.
period.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, because
Continue.
he was giving "I'll kill myself" vibes.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Oh
yeah. So we're sitting at Thanksgiving dinner with his family,
That's not anything to joke about.
and his dad is like,
We're not joking about it. I'm laughing because of the weird reaction. It's not funny. I joke.
"It's not. I mean, it is what it is." So his dad is like, "Hey, are you ever gonna get a job? Are you gonna get a car?" And he's like acting like a 15-year-old. He's like 30-something years
That's
old.
so mean.
And he's like, "You're so lucky. This beautiful young woman like drove you here." And I'm like, "Oh God." And then his grandma said something racist about black people, and I was like, "Oh my God." And
Wait,
so-
what race was he?
He was white.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
the straw.
I thought by the Columbia, the Juan Carlos, I was thinking this man was Hispanic.
I just called him that because he was going to Columbia all the time. He had
Great
adopted. He probably had a fucking family down there. So anyway, the straw that broke the camel's back finally was that he asked me. I'd gone to see him in the morning for coffee, and he asked me if I could drive him to the bus stop. And I was like, "Yo, I gotta go to class." And he was like, "Well, you can just drop me off at the bus stop on your way to class. You can drop me off at the bus stop on your way in your car on your way to law school. I don't have a job. I'm just gonna be out and about for the day. Like." I'm not gonna. Can I drop you off at the fucking bus stop?
Jasmine, rock bottom.
So
Yeah.
we were supposed to go to a Christmas party together, and I had been avoiding him for days. And he texts me, and he goes, "Are you gonna go to this Christmas party with me, or are you breaking up with me?" And I went to
That
his.
was the moment.
I went to his house. It was not his house. It was his brother's house where he lived. And we sat down. He was playing Red Dead Redemption. And I was like,
This story's so good.
I was like, I can't do this anymore. And then he was like, are you serious? And like he tried to cry and stuff, and I was like, hey.
Wait, tried to, like he didn't really want to.
He like started to like, make a fuss. And I was like, listen, I have a final tomorrow, so I'm going to leave. And that's the last time I talked to him. He did continue to email me via Gmail.
And
I ignored those emails.
Was he in Columbia at that point?
Maybe. Anyway, that's my trauma from 1L law school.
Wow, never choose a man over law school.
It'd be easy too because he just messaged me on Instagram like 2 weeks ago and I ignored it.
Sorry, did you open it?
After this,
no,
I
knew you didn't open it.
I saw that he did because you like get the push notification, and I was like, LOL, and I texted my mom. She was like, if I ever see him.
We're opening
Your mom
that.
has your back.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jasmine's mom.
Rosalind, we love you.
We love you,
you're
Rosalind.
the best.
I'm afraid of my parents listening to this stuff.
I told my mom not to.
Yeah, I think I will tell my parents not to
But
as well.
I think she wants to.
But I kind of want my dad to
know
listen
if
to
my
it
parents
because I think
listen.
he would think it's funny, but my mom maybe would be like, Yasmin, why are you saying those things? But imagine an accent, which I'm not going to imitate.
Okay, so we've done a lot of talking about the horrors of law school, and now we're going to pull our tarot for the week. So, Your Honor, how are the girlies doing this week? Okay, so we pulled the Queen of Pentacles upright, and it says, a stable situation or position will give you a calm feeling, and you will be able to make a good impression on others. Your perspective will broaden. Also, you will be able to establish your social status by making fair judgments.
That's like a very calm. I like that. Like
The universe is so right.
Always. The
Thanks,
universe doesn't
universe.
lie.
Thanks, universe.
We love you, BB. All right. Ta-ta for now.
Thanks
Bye.
for listening.
Bye.